FOMO, Origato, Mystery Bato, FOMO. What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video is a new edition of This Week in Collectible News, the series where I talk about the latest news as terms to the collectible world. And if you end up enjoying this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But nonetheless, let's kick off this video. And we're going to be kicking off this video by talking about Bull Air shoes in collaboration with May the 4th for Star Wars. These are some pretty sweet shoes. I love each design of these shoes. They got like a Darth Vader one, they got a Darth Maul, there's some Jedis. There's even, I believe it's a Boba Fett one where there's actually chase variants of shoes, which is actually pretty crazy. I've never heard of chase variants for shoes, but this is a really cool collaboration. And I believe you can also do like a mix and match on these. So you can have one shoe being R2-D2 and the other being C-3PO. Entertainment Earth is ending the influencer 10% off in-stock discount code at the end of the month. I mean, as you're watching this video, it's already ended, but I'm not surprised about this considering of the whole tariff situation that we've all known about the last couple of weeks already. Funko would have announced a pop comic covers of a black suit Spider-Man that'll be exclusive to Target. Now, this is an okay pop, and I do like the fact that the pop actually goes with the actual cover very well. Funko will be doing an anime-related autograph signing at Funko Hollywood on May 3rd. Once again, this is kind of last minute, I guess, because May 3rd would be when this video releases, but I guess better late than never, and this is a pretty cool idea for them to add anime to the repertoire of the autograph signings, because anime is one of the biggest things when it comes to Funko Pops nowadays. Megapix Productions will be taking a pause starting April 30th due to tariffs and a whole lot of unknowns. Yeah, so I'm not surprised about this. Of course, the bigger size items are gonna cost a lot of money to make, and especially with the, what is it, like 125% tariffs from China to the US, it costs a lot more to even import them in. Entertainment Earth is running a spend and save promo that ends on May 6th. Not sure if this has to do with the whole promo code thing that we just talked about a bit ago, but not surprised at the same time because not a lot of people are buying collectibles right now because of the tariff situation. We got the official confirmation of the Biddy Pop Biddy City Roads. And although I'm not the biggest fan of the whole Biddy Pop things, honestly, this is kind of a genius idea in a way. We got ourselves some Alfred Hitchcock pops from Rear Window and the Birds. Not too familiar with these, but the pops do look pretty sweet. We got ourselves a set of pops for the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series from Disney+. Now, these are some pretty cool pops, and I believe there is a set of exclusive pops that are coming down the pipeline also for this, which those ones are pretty sweet. And I'm gonna have to catch up on a lot of these Disney Plus series because I am so far behind and I don't want to watch this before watching some of the ones that I've missed. We got ourselves the official announcement of the 13-day spooky advent calendar from Funko. I mean, Halloween is coming up. May is pretty much the halfway point to Halloween, so it's perfect timing that these are announced already. Topps will take over the NFL license starting April 1st, 2026. Now, Topps has been killing it with a lot of different cards lately, especially if you're a wrestling fan like myself and enjoy the WWE Topps Chrome cards. That I'm not surprised that Topps is now taking the NFL license. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's currently held by Panini, because I remember those like Funko Pop trading card things. It's cool that NFL is going to have the Topps cards now because expect there to be autographed cards. Funko have officially announced a set of pops for Biker Mice from Mars. Now, this is a very wicked announcement, and talk about very bad timing, because when I had done the top 10 Funko Pops list for the month of April, these were literally announced like hours after I finished recording. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to put these onto the top 10 list where I had explained that April was pretty much a very lackluster month overall as terms to Funko Pops, and I feel like one, maybe two of these pops could have been on the top 10 list to replace some of the ones that ended up making the list. We got ourselves a set of Clueless Pops. I can't remember whether this is a movie or a TV show, but I know people were excited about this, and I do notice that there is a speech bubble pop, so yeah, that's going to be happening a lot throughout 2025, so I'm not surprised about that. We got a set of pops for the OG Naruto series. Now, this is really cool because it's been kind of a mystery for a long time of why there was Shippuden pops well before there was OG Naruto pops. Funko has revealed their next round of limited edition pieces. The lowest so far is 750. Now, we heard the announcement of the different piece counts, and whatever piece count it is going to be a certain price point. And as I've noticed here, we do have some pops from Demon Slayer, Thundercats, and Strawberry Shortcake that will be upwards to $30 to $50 at retail because of the rarities of Royalty, Legendary, and Grail. And there is also the other rarities where there's going to be a cinnamon roll that's elite, and then a box lunch and Target shared exclusive that will be the supreme rarity that's limited to 9,500 pieces. And it does say in like the Funko blog post that it's available through fan rewards at first, unless there's still stock available, then it'll be available to the public. But I can pretty much guarantee you that the elite and supreme rarities will not sell out. I can definitely tell you that. The deluxe edition of Funko Fusion on Nintendo Switch is now available. Who the cares? We already know that this game is failing miserably in sales. They're not even selling this game at normal price anymore. At least in Canada, our usual prices is $90 Canadian, but they're going for like $40, so like over half the price, because no one really cares. And I'm glad that I never actually had like, I guess, FOMO kicking in a way and be like, oh, I need to get this game, because paying it at $90 and then finding out that it's going to be at $40, I would have been so pissed off about that. LEGO have announced a book nook of Sherlock Holmes. I watched the promo video for this, and this is actually one of the most genius ideas I've ever seen as terms to a Lego set, where you can fold it up as if it looks like a book. You could put it on like a bookshelf to save space, but when you want to show people, you can open it up like a book and expand it as shown on the box. I hope they continue this with different Lego sets. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't done it already, that Harry Potter is next up to do this kind of Lego set. Target has doubled the prices of the Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions accessory pouch. Now, I'm not sure if this is because of a tariff situation or because of so much supply and demand that they're upping the price as if it were the movie Jingle All the Way. GameStop have announced their own exclusive pops of Tony Chopper from One Piece and the new Ichigo from Bleach. I mean, luckily in the post that I'm looking at, it does say GameStop, because once again, I wouldn't know because of those stupid QR code stickers. Lego sets, we got ourselves 4 Avengers and Spider-Man, including the Spider-Man 2 train scene. And all of these are wicked, but that Spider-Man train scene is absolutely fire. I've been waiting for either Funko or U2's to do some sort of collectible figure based off that moment where he's holding the webs on the train, but the fact that Lego did it first is not really surprising. Xbox is raising prices on consoles and accessories. Yep, this is what happens when China does the whole 125% tariff things, and a lot of gaming consoles and electronics are made in China. We got ourselves an announcement of Star Wars Biddy Pops. Once again, not surprised, because Biddy Pops are kind of like the #2 product as terms to Funko at the moment. Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming in May of 2026, which this is a bit disappointing considering we have been waiting over 10 years since Grand Theft Auto 5 to have a new game come out. It was set to release, I believe, at the end of this year. Now it's being delayed once again, which hopefully this means that they're adding some more stuff to make it even better than we already thought it was going to be. Funko have announced a pop of Shabuzi for the Rocks lineup. Have no idea who this is at all, so I can't really talk about it much. And last but not least, before moving to the top 5 list, we got ourselves U2's announcing a new set of Breaking Bad figures, Mass Effect figures, Rick and Morty plushes, and some figures for Dogman and Captain Underpants. Now, U2's usually killing it with figures, especially Breaking Bad, which this is a really sweet set of figures. Today, I wanted to give a shout out to Sentinel 107. And the reason I'm giving them a shout out is because they signed up for our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month. Which not only do you get a shout out on every single video, but you also get a bunch of other perks like using custom emojis in the comments, and more importantly, early access to every videos and shorts that we do on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It'll be greatly appreciated and will help out this channel tremendously, especially because of how expensive these videos can be to do for you guys. So definitely consider, but nonetheless, let's continue on with this video. And now we're gonna move on to the usual top 5 list. So coming in at number 5 is the Bull Air Star Wars shoes. Now I know what you're probably thinking if you're a regular viewer, isn't this a top 5 Funko Pops list, which starting today at least I'm going to start it out today and see how you guys like it, is doing this top 5 list from now on as just collectibles overall. So let me know down below if you like this idea for the top 5 list. Otherwise, I probably will revert back to just Funko Pops next week. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the Biker Mice from Mars Funko Pop set. Yes, for this, I am going to be doing it from now on as Funko Pop sets unless otherwise specified. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook from Lego. This is an absolute genius idea. I love how you can build a set but also save space on your shelf at the same time. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Breaking Bad U2 set. They keep continuing to do great figures for a popular licensor like Breaking Bad. And coming in at number 1 on my list is the Spider-Man 2 set from Lego. Yeah, I knew this had to be number 1 because this really excited me the most out of all the collectibles this week.